Oh man,
There's the
I love
reserve
how this.
savings plan, and there's the
You know, it's
compute
like basically I
savings
rented an
plan, so we
apartment for
can
the night that doesn't
end up
come with a
paying
fridge,
less when we
but
reserve.
this place happens to have a balcony, and I'm in Canada.
We're given a good amount of free time. Our free
Yeah.
tier, we're given
I
this
can just put my meal kit on the balcony.
400,000 gigabytes
Hell yeah, good shit.
seconds.
I hope a bird
free.
doesn't steal it.
So if I was running, say, that website for my family, and we were
Okay.
sign up for that family website, I could be getting free tier.
Okay,
on my
hopefully this is doing what I think it's going to do.
and free on all the requests again.
I
Because
wonder if that is visible though. Hopefully it'll be enough for me to fucking do the little class thing.
We looked at EC2 and we saw that we're only paying for that runtime.
Or yeah, well I guess they said that they're recording it, so hopefully it's not a huge deal. That this is going there. This is going here. Oh my god, I hate that. I hate how Kick just doesn't let you change your stream title. Or like it randomly decided to stop at one point, and now I just can't ever. Like it always defaults back. Kick. It's the alternative streaming platform to Twitch.
Somebody tried to do that.
Yes, sir.
So we can go in and you can see
It's like the semi-palatable, what's the fucking one? Bit something?
so I can be hosting my Minecraft server.
The one where all the fucking, that has like no censorship at all. People go to stream all their fucking weird shit.
Paying nothing for that server. Isn't that awesome? I think
You mean like one of those attempts when they tried to make all the right-wing sites because right-wing
yeah.
being told them they were wrong?
Yeah, it's the slightly more palatable version of that, I think. Is the general idea.
Of course, the huge issue with humans, right, is that nobody believes they're evil.
That we're keeping in there.
That tends to be true, yeah.
No person thinks that what they're doing is evil. Like nobody wants to be bad.
Every time that file's being
unless like you're maybe some like really deranged psychopath serial killer who's just like straight up like doesn't give a fuck.
True.
But even then, a lot of those guys try to convince themselves that they're like doing something right.
For our coffee. Every time
generally speaking, yeah, I think most people want to feel like they're doing the right thing.
Well, that's how you got to start to realize that first factor to like deal with how to change the world, right?
Or, analytics on this or replication, maybe.
You have to start to change what? Huh?
That would be also.
Well, to change people's beliefs, you first have to realize that people that are like functionally in the wrong don't believe they're evil, right? Like the right-wing thing. That's kind of why I was commenting on it.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Those are the cost components we.
I don't know. Like, yeah, this realization after that is like, okay, nobody gives a fuck that you want things to be different. Like, your opinion doesn't really matter. If you go do shit about it, then you can, but fucking people are very attached to the things that they believe to be true.
Which like worked really good and all back when like people like my parents were born, assuming your parents were the same generation. But now the world sees more change in a single lifetime than the last 100 years. And like the next 10 years alone might see as much change as the last 100. So
yeah, I guess we'll see.
I guess it all depends on the next year goes, right, with the AI.
Pretty much. Some very fucking cool news today. I don't know if you caught it. We have a Mistral MOE, and then we have a non-transformer model.
Oh, so did you say there's a Mistral Mo?
Yep.
How does that work?
Fucking, I don't know. It's a thing where there's a bunch of Mistral experts and they mix them. I don't know. They called it Mixtral. It's pretty funny.
Oh, cool. I was listening to Thursday Eye for a little bit at the end yesterday. I caught mention of the fact that some people have developed a way to Frankenstein models together by like training the models and then cutting out the layers that they like, and then stitching them together with other layers from other models.
Yeah, I think somebody said something like that recently, or maybe in the space that I was listening to too. Where they're like just freezing individual layers and then like trying to staple them all together. It seemed kind of weird to me. I don't understand it.
And you can see,
yeah, but like I was thinking about it essentially, like by next year, we very well could be at a point where, when you go into a business like the dermatologist, like I did this morning, the girl behind the counter, like she might not be losing her job for 5 to 10 years, but she could be like training the robot that's going to handle most of the work volume. Well, she just supervises it to make sure it doesn't start swearing at people.
Mm-hmm.
That could be our reality by next goddamn year. That's so crazy.
Oh, fucking. Okay. Yeah, you know, I used to do micro tasks. I used to work on MTurk. So I've been training these fucking models for a long ass time. Or I've been providing their data anyway. For pennies. Okay, what's this? Is this a spear? Okay.
See, the interesting thing would be if somebody can build an embodied learning biped agent, like any business can buy.
What a little shit.
Can just be trained an individual, like normal girl like that, just from watching her workflow on her desktop through its sensors, then just take over, right? And not have to have all the pre-built special stuff to be like a call center bot and so forth.
Yeah, I think personally that's probably not too far. Holy shit, not too far off.
I mean, it's really technically not that far. I mean, even I'm technically working on self-coding AI, so. But that said, it's about to tick over the end of the hour, so I am probably going to run over to the university right now.
By all means.
We can even go into
probably go downstairs and I will get
where we
one
can
more
go
coffee and then get in my car to go.
Thresholds. I do not have a budget created, but we can.
I'm gonna go check. Oh yeah, I was telling you I was gonna go check out the night too, so that'll be cool.
We can go in here and
Indeed.
we can define.
And the hotel's like 5 minutes
when we
from
go
the show,
over
so
that spending threshold, we can set.
Yeah, it sounds dope.
Yeah.
So we have ways of managing these costs in AWS.
That poor little encoder is probably freaking the fuck out.
And if we have,
well, right now I'm rocking out on my like 9-year-old laptop. Nine. This thing's from like 2012, man. It's over 10 years old now. Like original i7, i9 in it or whatever back in the day.
Holy guacamole.
We're going to want to make sure they have visibility so we can review.
Can I rat here? Oh no.
Make sure that we're attributing each account accordingly. We can also.
It was up to date. We don't use it very often. Last time NVIDIA updated the drivers for the mobile graphics card in this thing, it was 2019.
Hell yeah. Oh my god.
Last driver up.
Just fucking. Fucking DC. Sad times. Right when I was about to. Although maybe I got the Health Shrine just in time. We'll see. I guess I can kill Red. Why did the fucking AWS thing die?
AWS was founded. So it's one of those Easter egg things they put in these slides. But yeah, with consolidating the billing, we're actually able to put everything together, and we
please
total charge that is actually less.
We'll see. I'm probably fucking dead.
We can consolidate it.
About to go broke out here. Yeah. God damn it.
We don't have 3 bills. We have 1 bill.
Ripperino.
When we consolidate, so we're using volume of data.
Right.
Individually, none of these would maybe be granted a discount. But because we're putting them together,
if only I could live in a building like this all
this
the time.
14 terabytes, we're gonna be above a threshold to now get a discount.
Some retirees do. Definitely a thing.
This is kind of like, this reminds me a little bit of like how New York would look in videos. You know, like you'd go to the apartment and your apartment would have a doorman and like,
yeah.
if you lived in an upscale enough apartment complex, like I guess what are they called, like stratas is usually what they call them. Sub-term for types of apartment complexes. If you have a good enough apartment complex that's got a strata, it tends to have like a pool on the property and like a workout room. You don't even need to worry about owning those things if you actually want them.
Set up, but here,
because it's kind of nice to just like have a super slick suite that's got like your bed in it and your workspace, and not have to have any of that other stuff because you got like community areas.
Sure, yeah.
You can be using this to alert us to any dangerous situation.
How am I more broke on this guy?
Usage and costs. And we also have
very strange.
This is a tool we can use to visualize, understand, and manage our costs.
It's not entirely.
So I was using a lot more SageMaker than I had this summer. Because I'm teaching more of those classes, to be honest. Yeah. I'm also running some of my own machine.
Go for an adventure time.
So this is a great way to
did I already run? I must have ran through all my pickaxes already. Fucking
So we have different tools to visualize, understand, and manage our AWS environment, the costs that we're going to incur. So now that we know the costs, maybe
I need 1 memory, I think.
How are we going to plan? Because if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail, right? I've heard that term. Yeah. Our basic support. This is our support plan. This is
I'm taking this surge, I think.
This includes all those documentation.
Oh, you switched over to Dark and Dark.
I've been on Dark and Darker. Always on Dark and Darker.
I wonder why you're talking about like inventory stuff.
Yep.
This is always free. So I can
That's why I was screaming about my fucking disconnect earlier. Right. Which merchant is it? I need Demon Berserkers and Demon Bats, so I guess I'm solo high roller. Gotta find some fucking knowledge though, otherwise we're gonna be in trouble.
Limited selection of trusted advisor. This is limited.
Oh, I should be a lizard right now too.
Other support plans that you can
What a little goofball I am.
Developer support. This is going to give us some best practice guidance. Has diagnostic tools that we can use on the client side. And it's going to help us understand guidance on those building blocks.
Aw, shoot. I probably don't even have the right skill on either.
Any AWS
no.
features and services. It's going to give
I'm crying.
So if you're unsure how to use AWS services together to build applications, the company is trying to write its own software. AWS can use this developer to help you identify opportunities.
Jesus. Oh my god. I hate my life. I'm gonna die now. Oh wow.
Identify AWS offerings, services that can support your business needs. It gives you, this is the cheapest one that gives you all the trusted advisor checks. I will say this has limited support for third-party software, operating systems, and applications.
Limited support for third-party software. Oh no.
So maybe if your company plans and wants to install common third-party operating systems into your EC2 instances, you could contact AWS support for assistance when you're running an
You running, boys?
Management systems, third-party point-of-sale system.
Oh, shit.
Our enterprise on-ramp and our enterprise service, these are the highest level of support services. The enterprise on-ramp, that is going to give you access to a technical account manager. This is a you're going to get access to a pool of TAMs.
Ripperino.
This is a consultant type relationship to support your company's specific
Don't worry,
use
yikes.
case and
All frogs go to heaven.
Hell yeah. I'm about to switch over to being a frog.
They're going to be able to help you with your infrastructure.
More effective, more effective.
And this is the on-ramp is exactly what it means. This is while you're moving to the cloud, ramping into the cloud. After it's in, you're going to want to maybe switch to the enterprise. Again,
random ass pair of boots. Will Agi.
With your company's specific use case and its specific applications.
Sure.
There's no limit on the infrastructure or event management, unlike the on-ramp, which has a short-term engagement. This is
driving around Edmonton while talking on our headphones.
Designated.
Hell yeah.
Not just a pool. You have one who's going to know your use case. Who's going
everybody always says Edmonton's a super bad city to drive in, but like, I found that like, because in Edmonton nobody seems to like trust each other. For the most part, Edmonton was like way better to drive in than say like Vancouver.
Technical account
sure, that checks out.
Skilled, primary
smaller cities are generally more pleasant to drive in than larger cities.
They are included with that.
It's like it's because everybody expects everyone else here to be a bad driver that it's like they act like good drivers by giving each other enough space to not be crashed into if the other person's bad.
Checks
They're
out.
not actively trying to be good drivers, but by trying to avoid the bad drivers.
Yep.
Being good. It's very funny.
Checks out to me. Wait, does that only do 30? Oh my god. That's wild.
Vancouver is just like a shit show. Although I did see a guy with a Saskatchewan plate who was probably an old grandpa farmer, like literally drive across a road like straight in the line today to get to like shopping center on the opposite side.
Based, fuck 'em up, king.
Check in where we're at.
I was just like, he's literally like in my lane as I'm going towards it, like 100, or like half, 60 on that road. It's like honk. What the hell?
Nice. We'll be right back. Use the restroom real quick.
Sorry, not the trusted advisor. Not the, this gives us full exact access to the trusted advisor. TAM is the technical account manager. It's getting late in the day for me. I think I might need a soda. That is our business plan. Business plan is the lowest cost one that gives us full access, all access to trusted advisor. The other ones give us limited access. Right, so let's take a look at the marketplace. The marketplace is a digital catalog. This is where AWS partners and software that we've vetted is distributed and able to be used. This is a great place to get AMIs. It's a great place to get CloudFormation templates. We can discover thousands of software products, right? That run on AWS. They've been verified and, vetted. We get information reviewing each of these products, and their software solutions are by industry, and they're great for that use case. We come in. I'm going to show you the marketplace. I've had it open. Here it is. We can come in. We can pick a certain aspect. Maybe we want to come in and we want to do maybe some, DevOps. We're going to look at DevOps. We can come in and we can find various ways we can set this up. Here's a WordPress. Maybe I want to set up that family reunion website, and I'm going to use WordPress to do it. This is where I can go and I can get that information. We can get CloudFormation templates. We can get AMIs, machine images for my EC2. All that can be set up through the marketplace. has a variety of categories like we just saw: business application, DevOps, machine learning. Maybe you want to start in on that sort of education. Security. So depending on what it is you're looking for, the marketplace would have an item for you. And again, these are all vetted. And if you come up with a solution, you can actually put it on the marketplace, get it vetted, and actually sell it.
Fuck, that cue popped quick. Oh my god.
Again,
This little shit.
Which
I'm definitely gonna have to go on some kind of gaming adventures with this one. Yikes.
Huh?
20 seconds to answer.
I was just saying, I'll have to go on some kind of gaming adventure with this.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm ferociously addicted to this one, so you're welcome to attempt to play this at any time.
Put this on your own.
I might buy a copy of it. It's like, I played it. I know it's not bad.
Yep, it is extremely frustrating, and I love it.
Organizations is gonna have this
Well, like, I almost need a game that never has a point and it never has an end. Before I actually go in and get shit.
That's what the other.
Need a game that what now?
Oh, like you said, like it's frustrating. So it's like you never really win. Like there's a lot of games I'll play, and I'll play the fuck out of them, but I'll play only like 75%, and I'll just never finish the game.
Yeah, yeah. I know the feeling.
Or it'll be like a multiplayer and single player type game, like good example was that Risk of Rain 2, where it's like I beat 75% of Risk of Rain, and I beat it really good, and I was even coming up with my own meta style for playing it how I wanted, but then I got to like the final boss battle, and I'm like, wait, if I beat the boss battle by myself, this game is done. And I was like, just gonna exit now that I got the last boss, and I'm gonna stop playing unless I ever have a friend who wants to beat it with me.
There you go.
Receive support from an AWS 10.
Just gonna yoink this chest real quick and skedaddle, I think.
There's 2 support plans that support it, but only one of them is the.
I definitely think a lot of my desire to do stuff with other people comes from not having a family when I was a kid, specifically like dad or mom, really. So like, I just always want like one person to hang out with. I never really had that kind of connection that everybody else gets to have, where it's like, you know, I'm 34, and it's like, can't exactly just call my parents and chat.
I mean, why not? My mom would love if I did that shit.
This is the marketplace.
Well, I mean, I don't want to trauma dump on you, so...
Fair enough.
Say you actually want to hear this story or not.
That's okay.
Basic story, like, I don't get into all of it, be like super fucked up to break my kid, because he was just being a sex addict.
Oh, hell yeah.
The thing is, female sex addicts, they're not looking for the, like, action like the men, they're looking for the connection, right? So,
sure.
That's why I mentioned, like, my mom cheated on all of me and my siblings' dads with the same guy. Like, she's a relationship addict. And so, like, she told me, oh, you know, I'm gonna, like, work on raising your sister, and you can, like, move down here and live with us, and, like, start your life off in the city, and you can do homework, your partner. And my mom was just, like, getting drunk and, like, basically trying to find some guy she would stop working and live on his money and all this stuff. And it's like, damn.
I mean, if you can get a free ride, you know, that's fucking... If I could pull that shit off, I'd take it.
It's
so.
the balance. Oh shit! God damn it! Not your fault. Sorry. Just GPS sucks.
Talking about snow families.
Is this? I can't.
It's like the problem when from like Cyberpunk came out. Like, I need this GPS to be zoomed out like 5% so I can see the turns coming up.
The well-architected
Right.
It's gonna give us the guidance we need.
So if like I'm not manually operating it, which I can't do in the city because I don't have a pedestal to lock it into, so I'm not hands-free. Like.
The cloud adoption.
But no, it's the balance, right? Like, cause like if you were from like our grandparents' generation, you would have had your kids at 20. So if you're a 40-year-old woman like my mom was when my kid was born, you were already transitioning to like being a grandpa in that kind of way, and like looking for experiences for yourself is what I mean. Whereas like now, it's like
you want to ensure that you have the right talent, the right support for your migration.
Not sure if it was my end or... Oh, fuck. Okay.
And then after that, yeah, my long story short, my dad tried to kill me twice.
It's one of those
Hell yeah, gang shit.
With consolidating the billing,
oh my god. Oh Jesus.
Which is like why we're like little moments when like the other week
consolidated our billing department gets one bill, we don't have to pay three.
Traffic circle is not well consolidated. Oh my god.
Individual, none of these
it's like the other week, kind of we were hanging out and some like administration stuff for data, and my general personal stress and concerns with like the group kind of like detransitioning and you trying to build something up out of it. And afterwards, we just like sat there and we listened to some like psychedelic rock for like an hour and we barely said anything. And it was really, really nice.
It's good shit.
Felt like the kind of thing that like it felt like the kind of thing your dad or your uncle's supposed to do, you know, like an older man in your life, like you're kind of stressed about something, and like even if that person doesn't have like the solution, you just need somebody to like talk with you while you work it out in your own head, and then just be there like support.
I didn't have any budgets here. You can see budget here.
Fucking guy.
Well under budget here. So we can be using this to alert us to any dangerous situation.
Oh yeah, that's why you bring Rogue, so you can lockpick that shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to be said for, you know, just chilling, like either working on shit or just, you know, chilling, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also running some.
Oh my god, I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that.
This is a great way to understand and manage our costs and our usage over time. So we have different tools to visualize, understand, and manage our AWS environment costs that we're going to.
Okay.
So now that we know the costs, maybe we can now start thinking about how are we going to plan.
Still no fucking life brain. It's terrible.
Planning to fail, right? Our basic support. This is our support plan.
There we go.
This is free for all of this includes all those documentations when I was going into the console. I would go into
I'm reading into the culture book, the culture series book, where like the godlike species, they are finally confronted with an even more godlike species.
Hell yeah, sounds like fun.
Yeah, well, we were talking about like ethical mortality. It's kind of interesting to finally reach a point where they get an outside context problem which could end their civilization, because they encounter an object that can kind of time travel, more or less, without trying to explain the specifics of that book's time travel. It's kind of
interesting. This fucking thing. There's definitely somebody in there. Fucking terrifying. Okay, let's grab this.
Has diagnostic tools that we can use on client side.
Okay, cool. Dear Lord, the lag is insane right now. Okay, I really don't want a piece of that. Let's see what the fuck I can do here.
When I get home from this trip, I probably should go all in onto that prompt engineering stuff.
Well, yeah, we're gonna try and fucking jailbreak Bard tonight. That's the plan, at least. I wonder if I can sneak in on this here. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me! Okay.
Google's just the biggest piece of
We
shit
out.
where it just won't let Canadians use their fucking
It
AI.
gives you, this is the cheapest one that gives you.
Sorry, what?
Oh, Google won't let Canadians access their AI.
It has limited support for third.
This is VPN, I guess.
It's
I just checked
I
up.
know, I've heard of some people who are using
systems and applications.
Yeah.
VPNs have it blocked as well.
Oh, really?
There's like there's advisory lists for some stuff apparently that tells the different VPNs to like block it. Like I told Surface Detail when he was stressed out, he should watch some like Bob Ross, and he's like, nah, blocked on my country even on VPN.
Or maybe you're running some
That's strange.
management systems.
Yeah.
Third-party point of sale systems.
What? I thought that was like the whole point of VPNs.
Right.
Our enterprise on-ramp.
Keep the leather cap, I think. Keep the shoes. Sell all the rest of the shit.
The enterprise on-ramp.
Yeah, the frick, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I just checked the bug bounty on well, it's Google's general, holy shit, that is so much money. Like it's just their general fund for Gen AI bug bounties, but the pot is currently like 12 million, I think. So it's fucking.
Hey, well, you know what we could do?
Pretty sweet.
Is we could like, try and like literally come up with some new shit like the generative agents type software I want to build, and like purposely leave bugs built into it that we can solve off the bug bounties.
With your company's specific.
Well, so you need to find bugs with their software, not yours.
But you know what I mean? Like if we built software that they had to use because it was so good, and we knew the bugs that were in it, and then when like the bugs show up on their list, then we solve them because we know they're there.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
a little unscrupulous, but there's so much money in the world that like money isn't really a thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, usually people. Usually if somebody puts up a bug bounty, it's difficult to game it. Really the only way that I would probably approach gaming it is to...
I'm going to ask some guy about parking.
Sure.
And with the enterprise support plan, the enterprise support
Sorry if you can hear me.
designate for your account. They are skilled professionals.
Hey, bud. I have no idea where around this place at all. I'm just trying to check it out. Is this like general parking or where is it?
What do we got?
Yeah, you just gotta like have the honk app and like scan the barcode.
Oh, what's up, Sam? How you doing?
They know the trails.
And you can
Got fucking worse going on.
I do believe. There is certainly something.
What you playing on, bro?
I am playing Dark and Darker.
Yeah.
Oh shit, everybody's here. Dear lord. What the fuck, it's a party.
Thank you very much.
Didn't mean to scare you, man.
Yeah, it's all good. It's a fucking celebration. I will disclose that I am currently streaming to 0 people, maybe 1 bot, I'm not sure. So, oh shit, I have 3 people on Kick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, on Kick? Sweet.
Bro.
Can
they hear us?
They can hear, or they should be able to hear you. I have no fucking idea. What I'm trying to do is split my audio so that I can record this AWS webinar, and then later, because I'm not sure exactly if you take a, I know there is a test somewhere, but I don't know that like if you take the test then you get like the badge thing or whatever on your profile. But so I'm hoping that I have my settings correct to record the audio from this little AWS class while streaming the audio from everything else. So we will we'll see how that goes, but I don't even if fucking I was just like I just randomly just got into my calendar and was like, okay, I'm gonna do the AWS thing for no reason. So the badge is a bonus, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
Why is this not an announcements channel? What the fuck? Okay. Let me just copy paste it then over into our followed feeds. I'm not gonna ping everyone though. Fuck that. I'm gonna ping opt-in. Opt-in. Did you guys hear the news?
What news?
There's plenty of news. There is stripedhyena from News Research, where it is a non-transformer language model architecture that seems to be performing quite well. And then I guess the news guys just finished 3 minutes ago training.
I lose everyone.
I don't know. You might have only lost me. I don't know.
Okay. Hey.
It is the yeah. So stripedhyena is the non-transformer architecture, and then News Research, the guys just finished training the Hermes in the stripedhyena architecture 3 minutes ago. So it should be pretty fucking cool. I wonder if they've got let me see if they have a space. But that's news number 1. We have a space yet? Okay, let's stripedhyena news B.
Put this on your own paper.
Those are just models. Okay, yeah, we don't have in spaces. Sad times. So that's number 1, and then what was number 2?
4 minutes and where's the space?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess it takes a little while to spin up a space, doesn't it? They did just finish training it 4 minutes ago. Oh yeah, Mistral is out today. Mistral mixture of experts. 32K context, I think. Which for context is the same. GPT-4 is an MOE. So this is basically OSS GPT-4, where they took the best performing model and then fine-tuned a bunch of expert versions of the model, and then now have like a router model in the middle, which is the same way that they structure GPT-4. And that's the news.
8 smaller or larger than 8, do you think?
Did you say? Are you talking about param size?
The number of experts, yeah.
Oh, I have no idea on the experts. It might be good to check. Mistral, number of experts. Let's see. My connection is being a shit, as it always is. 8x, yeah. 8 7Bs.
Imagine that.
Indeedy do.
Which service or resource is used to find third-party software?
Oh, NeurIPS is next week. Got it.
About 5 more seconds.
Oh, fuck. In other LLM news, Mistral and Yi fine-tunes trained with a new undocumented technique called neural alignment are blasting other models in the HF leaderboard. The 7B is beating most 70Bs. Oh, it's Una. I got it. I saw them tinkering at that in news last night.
Did you catch the Apple news yesterday?
Apple News? No, I missed it.
What they're up to, man.
What is Apple?
MLX, I think it's called.
Apple MOX? Let's see.
ML, Mary Lambda.
Oh, MLX. Got it. MLX. They're like, oh yeah, we have all these fucking M3s. We're gonna give you a little fucking thingy for it.
We're gonna go into the 7 key factors of cloud.
Oh my god, my
be able to move workloads. Yeah, you're struggling for sure.
Using data migration.
See if I'm gonna have to cut. Let's see what I can cut.
The idea is letting the CPU and GPU be able to use the same memory space without having to reallocate. Because they have unified memory and they're sharing it.
Oh, dope! Kind of like the AMD chips that do that. You know what I'm talking about? The fucking Ryzens or whatever.
Yeah, except in every laptop they've ever made, Apple Silicon from.
Yeah.
Plus the M3, but yeah.
Let's see. The array framework for Apple Silicon.
When we migrate to the cloud, we're going to be hosting AWS services. This isn't going to happen instantaneously. It takes effort. It takes a plan. Like I said before,
A unified memory.
Successful migration.
Because it's all like silicon on chip, right? So like
you have the right talent,
the CPU and GPU are wired directly into it.
Operations on MLX arrays can be performed on any of the supported device types without moving data. Yummy, yummy. That seems delicious. I wonder what Hacker News is saying about it. Hacker News, MLX, Apple. If anybody's doing anything cool with it.
And they look like suitcases. They look like a mini tower. So again, you can plug this in, download your data, store your data offsite, or send that to us, and we can upload it.
Snow cone and snow. There are so many fucking AWS things on AWS. Dear God.
One more that's not mentioned here.
It's been this 1 8-hour class, and I swear to God, we've gone through like 40 services already, and we're not even done. It's crazy.
18-wheeler, we drive out there. Most of that 18-wheeler, though, I'll admit, is air conditioning, where we can then hook up to your data center. We can download that data, save it, and then move
I guess since I'm just staring at my inventory, I can maximize that.
We can use any of these snowball devices to move it very safely, very securely. As we move up to the cloud,
Oh, that is cool.
of ways that we can change the way
The fact that I can run this on mobile iOS devices using the C++ interface makes all the difference. That is really cool, actually.
Make our business have more agility, more ability to pivot, to change, to update our services.
And over here in Adventures with Prometheus Land, we are now having paid parking so we can go check out the building that the inventor of reinforcement learning works at.
Gang shit.
Yeah, I'm at the University of Alberta. People there, yikes! There, an adventure in the city.
Did you manage to get a meeting with him? Just to like chill?
I very much doubt I'm gonna get a meeting with Rich fucking Sutton out of the fucking blue.
I mean, fucking why not, right? Just you gotta DM going with him. Just try. Just fucking ask him. You want to get coffee, bro? I'm in town.
Dude, if he's just sitting there at his desk drinking coffee, like, I will straight up continue that fucking tweet conversation with him.
Yeah,
like,
fuck yeah.
Like, we teaching a class or something, you know, I mean, like, I'm literally, technically I'm here to talk to the, like, the desk about funding for my own research. And just, like, check out where the fuck the man works.
There you go.
It's like, if nothing else, I'm just gonna keep grinding away at my shit to the point where, like, I can actually just keep dropping off USB drives on this man's desk and be like, run my goddamn program and talk to my AI and get me funding, sir.
That's one way to do it.
It's pretty much the only way to do it. Like, you just gotta straight up do some Martin Luther stuff and...
We could use machine
I mean, you know, yeah, if you can get something, if you can have a thing to bring, then yeah, it's always helpful in the quest for funding. You shove some Web3 into it and you probably stick some, you know, get some grants, Retro PGF or something. It's what we do in crypto.
I was a developer for
yeah, this is like the AI version of crypto.
Yeah, they're very similar.
I mean, technically, I'm currently walking up to the third most important building in, like, academia for AI research in the world.
Yeah, man. Fucking bring your GitHub with you, you know?
It's called OWASP.
That's why I've been cleaning my room so hard for the last 2 months. Yikes.
There you go.
If you know what OWASP
The one thing
is,
that's on the USB stick that I brought with me on this trip is my GitHub. So
Hell
I can
yeah.
finish cleaning all of it.
Good shit.
Almost all the rest of the 10 terabytes of data is sorted. We're at the point when me and Dre are ready to merge data hordes. By the end of like next year, you won't need a streaming service because you're gonna have access to Fromy and Co.'s data horde system where you can just go on your own version of goddamn Crunchyroll and be like, what do I want to watch? What's in the library?
You guys watch things? Weird.
The amount of code you write
I don't.
is
I don't have time to watch that.
Yeah,
I'm just a community manager.
It's too much shit going
I
on.
literally spend my whole life is literally talking to you guys and passing messages between you guys about what I talk to you about.
Yeah, I gotta fucking be doing that less and writing code more. That's some advice I received.
After that conversation with Seneca I referenced, you know, just before he got in the room, or like right around that time, I was like, okay, well, if the community at large doesn't feel like swimming in the swimming pool together, it's time for me to go off to my personal lab and work.
It's going to give us better quality code.
Which, now I am actually at the real lab. I'm inside of it. This is funny. This is
What?
weird.
What did I say?
Oh yeah.
As we're innovating, we're going to be using these newer tools.
Well, we had that music hangout the one day, remember?
All these to help
After we talked about the,
all these
this
to
Yeah,
general
I just wanted to make sure I understood. That's all.
which was
like
like,
do this, we want to
basically,
what
okay, literally, machine architecture laboratory is literally written on that door.
That sounds fucking cool. Hell yeah.
Based on 6 pillars.
Yeah.
Just go walk in there and let's just start fucking with shit, you know? Act like you belong there. You'll be good to go.
Dude, honestly, straight up, if I can't find an information desk, I will literally just walk in there and be like, where do I go if I study AI cognitive architecture?
Yeah, dude, just start like babbling about like Mistral mixture of experts and fucking stripedhyena, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, dude, come this way, you know? Like, you're fucking good to go.
Like you and me are, we are. Oh, there's actually a room here.
Think of operations as code, that infrastructure as code.
There are little multi-agent frameworks in there.
Yeah.
What we mean is that we're going to prepare ourselves for events.
What's this like? It's like main office.
We're going to focus on the running and monitoring of
Operational excellence. Wow.
good value to our business.
It's my religion.
Yeah. Are you a fucking DevOps AWS guy, or what are your?
I was the guy that ran the data center for 20 years.
Gotcha.
The systems management side of things.
The systems management. I take it that is that the AWS part or not the AWS part?
It predates cloud and then included cloud. It meant making sure that you were watching the systems. So
With your human eyeballs? Weird.
Oh man, it was monitoring software and fucking all types of crazy managers and workflow systems and everything you could stitch together in 2006 to watch what was going on across the stack.
Fair point. I guess there was a lot less visibility in 06 than there is 18 years later.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't just built. It wasn't baked into the application into the full stack. It wasn't there by design. You had to put it there. Like you had to go build telemetry to go find it. Now you just hook it.
Yeah, you just ask them for AWS Snowball or whatever the fuck is the.
Yeah, I mean that's a big part of DevOps, right? I mean you're building for something that needs to be out.
I built a GPT that. Or like it has the Monk docs in it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we want to build like a Slack bot that you can message and stuff." And I was like, "Well, like in theory, just like give me your API, and then I'll slap a tool on and go, and then you can chat with it about your fucking cluster status and shit."
It's pretty much gotten to be that easy.
Pretty much. Yeah. That said, it is really helpful to have a fucking DevOps guy around. Fucking, I have learned that in hanging out with some of Baco's projects and shit. It is much easier when people like know how to do a container orchestration rather than like having to ask a robot to do it.
Yeah, actually, I have the DevOps handbook right here in my hand.
There's a DevOps handbook. Is there good?
Oh, yeah.
What's the good literature for DevOps? Just so I know.
The DevOps handbook, Gene Kim.
Okay, it's literally called that, huh? Gene Kim, the DevOps handbook. Well, it's going in the fucking vault.
4 or 5 years old by now, I'd say, but yeah.
I'm sure they probably got updated versions, right? If you're gonna put that title on your book, like I'm gonna keep that shit current.
That's okay. I'm one of the people building AI at home, and I was like, maybe I should go to a computer science building. To actually enable code.
Based.
Sometimes coders, developers, get sort of used to doing things a certain way. It's going to show us alternatives.
Now we can take ML. Oh yeah, is MLX like actually open source?
We can bring our developers up to speed
bro.
Good shit.
I mean, kind of big news.
Yeah, take MLX apart and see how we can use it to improve PyTorch. True.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people have done a lot of things to get, you know, metalworking, and this should just, because it's supported by Apple. It's like this is like what Microsoft seems to be doing with some of their open source stuff.
Yeah.
They want to play in the community better. I like it. I think it's great on all levels.
Indeed. Actually, I want to check the license on this shit.
We should just figure out how to build an AI.
MIT based.
Our well-architected framework is
I
based on
expect like Geohot streaming coming this weekend.
Yeah. It's yet another big fucking week, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Unified memory, dude. You can get for $6,000. You can run 3 Max with 128 gig of RAM.
I mean, probably even cheaper used, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna be hard to find one of them used or brand new. But you can get it on 2 Max. With, I don't know, 96, I think you capped out at. You can run a freaking big model locally on your Mac and get a decent tokens per second.
This video...
80 core GPU.
Yeah, the video is a Llama V1 7B on MLX running on an M2 Ultra. This shit is fast as fuck.
Right, and that's on last gen tech.
With no optimizations either.
So that we can deliver good value to our
Like, this is good. This is really good.
Yeah,
it's a fucking laptop that gets 17 hours of battery life.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
That's fucking, that's good shit.
I forgot you were streaming.
Oh, you're good. I don't fucking, I'm not bugging about it. As long as there's no blatant freaking slurs, I think we'll be okay. My one viewer will survive.
No slurs, check.
Let's see. CPU, GPU, and EMG.
Question. I wonder if anybody here can answer. What the fuck is Taskweaver opposite of autogen?
Yeah, I was meaning to look into that. Like, what is it?
What is it?
Taskweaver. Let's take a look.
This is this idea of using multiple availabilities.
It really doesn't. It's not under autogen. There's no Discord for it yet. They didn't create a Taskweaver channel in the autogen Discord. It shares a lot of the same similarities. It's weird. And so I'm trying to figure out like how they're positioning it.
Code first.
Asian. You could just go in the server for autogen and just ask resources.
Efficiently coordinates a variety of
people are talking about it, but nobody with any authority has come and explained it.
Cough, cough. The next part of what I was going to say is you could literally just go to the Agent Forge server and you could private message Dr. Sonchi Chiwa, who is the lead developer on autogen, because I got him in our circle of friends because I personally contacted him and added him.
That's cool, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I'm here at the building to, you know, talk to Sutton, who walked around right now, which I didn't really expect. And I found a front desk, so I'm going to ask the questions now.
Runs a process.
Take it nice and slow, and I got bail money if you need it, bro.
Don't send me bail money. Send me our robots to bail me out if their robots arrest me.
Oh shit, dude. Robot fight.
Play our role.
You should be able to determine the
OpenAI can
resources
before running.
preparing for the
Yeah, I can't really tell what the code difference is either here.
included in the exam.
Code first is what they start with. Is the first words they say.
So we're going to go over the
Mhm.
Code
exam
first
details,
agent
we're gonna talk
framework.
about exam strategies, preparing
First,
yourself,
planning and
Data analytics
executing.
skills. It feels like
We're gonna
code
have some
interpreter to me.
links and some QR
What I'm
codes.
wondering is maybe if autogen is the multi-agent conversational framework, whereas TaskWeaver is the code-first single-agent framework.
Yes, that's the best I can come up with. Is that autogen would treat this as its own, like as a code interpreter type
Yeah, yeah.
framework. To make it.
I think so. Or I imagine you could construct an agent using TaskWeaver and then direct autogen to manage conversations between multiple TaskWeaver agents.
That's where you're going to want to focus. When you're
I think we should do
thinking
all
about
of these
taking
things.
the
But
Yeah, yeah. It sounds fun. Did you see the
Fine.
new UI? It actually is kind of insane.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
play with it. Yeah.
Panel, and then there's panel is the one that was kind of homegrown.
Which one?
And then
You can do worse on
Panel.
pricing ability.
Panel?
it was search Yeehu autogen panel. YEHU.
HU. Got it.
You got that. All
We
those
say at
things.
least 6 months
And
experience
YouTube.
with working in the cloud.
That's probably
Doesn't
him,
mean
but
you can
he
take it
put a
without
YouTube video
this
out where he wrote
Uh,
basically
But it might
let's
be
see. Full
good
function
to
UI
get
powered by
your
panel.
own Minecraft server for a few
YouTube stuff.
get some
Yeah.
experience using EC2
Okay,
and
let's see.
using S3, setting up some of those services.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
The exam must be completed within 90 minutes. And our minimum passing score is 7
Oh my god, I hate medium so much.
out of 1,000. So as they would say, C's get degrees. It is going to be multiple choice, multiple
I'm trying to talk to
response.
him
We're going
to build a
highlight
Discord bot.
this multiple response. Watch for those questions.
Talk to whomst.
And the reason
And
is
for
The
which
dude
dis-
that wrote the
give
Yeehu for anybody's Discord. I want to see an autogen agent play out through Discord.
I have most of that ready to go. I just need to. Okay, so what I have is, let me.
Is he using autogen?
Yes. So, well, okay. So technically, here, let me. GitHub, Obsidian, Autogen, my two favorite things, right? So this is the Obsidian Autogen framework. So you can use Obsidian Vault to manage your RAG for your Autogen agents, and you can just use this plugin to manage your agent behaviors and telemetry and instructions and shit like that. And then what I have is, let's go to the repos. What I currently have is this, which is dead right now, which is xware. There we go. So this is a Obsidian Vault that is online. So if I add the Obsidian Autogen plugin to this, then anybody who clones this locally, or if I can figure out how to get just the plugins in the vault to display on this page, which is semi a thing. But what I'm trying to do is fucking okay. There's somebody that is helping me with a monorepo dev tool called nx.dev. I think it's still, so this is the KBVE fork. And then in this, there's an apps that is I think we swapped, oh no, we just swapped this. So this is an Astro and MDX project. Let's see, I think I have it at this. He just handed me a domain. So this is that Twilwa app, and it's going to be modeled off kbve.com. This is his journal, and all of these journal items are Obsidian pages that have MDX, which is like JSX, where you can do Markdown with code in the middle of it and have it display on a web page, and you can use Astro to do that. So once I can get this thing all sorted, then I should have an Obsidian Vault with an autogen interface that can be accessed via web, and then that the Obsidian Vault should have something public facing where people can add information to it, like for RAG purposes, and then the mono repo, ideally, outside of just my website app, what should have what I want to do is take all of the hackathon projects that get built in this server or just wherever I am or whoever else wants to throw them on here and throw them into this apps folder. And what NX will do is let all of these apps in the apps folder access the same types of resources. So I could put one database in here and all of these apps could use it, regardless of the language they're in, as long as the language is supported by NX. So then you have the autogen input from Obsidian, and then that lives in the same code base as all of the hackathon projects. So more or less we get an autogen interface, a public Obsidian Vault that you can clone to get all the plugins that should sync with the online version that everyone can add to, and then anybody can add apps to that, or they can just tell autogen to make them a new app, and then that should deploy onto my domain, which I have.
Let's start with that last part, where you have an agent and it doesn't have any tools, and you do exactly what I already did in TaskWeaver, and it can do it, and now it has tools.
What did you do in TaskWeaver?
I just told it to, like, I'm like, hey man, I need to summarize some papers from archives. So like, you're gonna like,
just give me some tools. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention the last part of this. Let me demonstrate.
But the second that it built its own scraper, the second that it built its own integration to archive, and gave me back the top 3 articles of cognitive architecture in the last week, successfully told me that now it can be armed with those tools immediately. Like, why would you ever build them again if they work for a shot? And now those are the tools it has. And it was actually the first use case for Shappy. Anytime you say papers, he would go out and but we like had to code all that shit. I want a Discord bot that is so basic in the fewest lines of code possible that just is so dumb. And you tell it, bro, I want you to learn how to go search archive. And without rebooting the bot, it can do that. If you can do that as your first step, all those things you said behind it can be done.
Say hello to Red.
Hi, Red.
Red, can you call your search tool to run through the archive papers for today? Released in the ML category. Give me some interesting ones.
Yep, exactly that. Now ask Red, after you deleted that function from you get the code and restarted it, to write it again and implement it and make it available.
Yeah, I think she doesn't have a search tool right now. Let's see, custom funcs. Assist custom functions. Oh wait, I can / command, right? There we go.
Or you typing that in the chat for this?
Yeah. Command not found. Oh, maybe I need to load my / commands. Oh, she just messaged me. Let's see.
Whose bot is Red, by the way? Where's the code base coming from?
She is open source. She is the Red bot on GitHub.
So that we can mitigate any sort of disruption.
The GitHub.
GitHub yeah, GitHub just search for Redbot, you'll find her. She's the one with the highest stars.
No. But who? Like, who created it?
It's an open source project. Like, a bunch of people.
What was the genesis then? There has to be a beginning. You don't know?
Nope. Yeah, I think that, like, the genesis of the idea was like, hey, we're all making Discord bots all the time. Let's make kind of a unified framework so we can just, like, plug and play on all of the shit we're making. Basically.
Nice. Oh, well, I like that.
She can right now. She can learn stuff from web. I don't know if she can learn from web pages or files, but she can learn from strings from people who are assigned as tutors, and that'll she'll vectorize stuff from that. What I want to do is Swix made a thing that dumps the AI Discord. Like, it makes like a daily digest of like 6 or 7 AI discords from like dumping all of the like good relevant channels. And so what I want to do is put her in there and then have her read the digest every day, so people can just like ping her and be like, hey, Red, what happened over in news research today? And she can tell them.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's the plan.
And.
And she has a whole, she has like a template repo to build cogs for her. So for, if the thing does not exist, it's somewhat easier to build it in the correct way where it should work with her baseline. And then, yeah, right now she is using Assistance API, I think, right now.
Which, I mean, for the direction, I think is the right thing to do, as long as you're not too locked into it.
/lists / enable cog assistant. Okay, sync.
I want to thank you all for being here.
/sync.
Anybody take a shot at trying to do anything with autogen with Red yet?
Nope, not yet. I have not made a red hack day quite yet, although it's definitely on my list of things to do.
But I mean, it's open source. I thought maybe somebody out there might have.
Yeah, the one that I found is the cog that I have running on her for GPT stuff, which is Assistant. But I don't think there are any. It's not particularly sophisticated. It's just like GPT with function calling.
But is it using autogen or is it just using the Assistance API?
Just using the Assistance API, I believe.
Gotcha. I'm talking about autogen. So like, let's take a step back, right? Let's say you had a channel where you had a bot and only one person could interact with it, but everybody could watch. And its name was Blue, right? That's my boy. And so, like, you said something to it, like, hey, man, like, plot me the price of Apple and fucking Microsoft over the last year. And instead of just doing that on its own, through predefined code or even code on the fly, which would be awesome, but using autogen through multiple agents doing that and showing that in Discord. So a couple of other agents pop in. One of them's a code writer. He writes the code, another one's the code executioner. They test it. You see them go back and forth, tune it, and at the end you get the picture popped into Discord.
Yeah, probably I think the way that I would probably do that is just to run that through, like, because I don't want to make 8 Discord bots, you know what I mean? But
I mean, you need 3 to prove the concept. And I don't think it's necessarily super valuable long term because you want to be, protective of the way that you do this. That's why I said in a controlled space. But it's easy to get 3 bots registered up real quick. Like,
yeah, but well, yes.
Interested in how it shows.
You would have to. Well, yeah. So probably what I would do, or like at least my thought of how to do that is to just take the display and embed of the autogen Obsidian dashboard, so you can just like monitor that rather than like have
There you go.
the
So like a scratch, use it as a scratch pad basically.
pretty much, yeah. Or like a display for people to like read through of what's going on, and then like they can like click and go see it in the browser if they want and shit like that.
You can take tests at home. You can also.
Yeah, I think the browser is a great way to show this play out. I think Discord could be another way, and I think if you're smart, you just build a framework that can integrate to any number of different ways to hook it and show what's going on. But we need to see inside it, right?
Yeah, you generally want to.
I mean, these first tools were all just black boxes, and something came out the other end. Like transparency is everything, and then being able to learn from that, improve from that, tune from that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty good tools for like that's definitely like a whole niche, right? Is the visibility for the agent runs in general, and then multi-agent systems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's some solid solutions in the space, I think. IMO at least.
That's what I've been playing with anyway. Yeah, I mean, chew your.
The
Sorry, what's that?
advisement from the front desk.
How long before you have to recertify? It depends on the certification. Usually it's about 2 years.
Front desk says
certificate for this webinar.
This is where the emails are for all our researchers. Build your shit and show it to them.
Style align. Oh, nice. Cool. An email with certificate of completion.
English speakers, if you're taking the English test, you can get more time.
Where is the practice test?
Scheduling for the test, make that known. Just let them know that that's the situation. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this webinar. Thank you again, everyone, for being here.
Oh, well, maybe this is... Okay, yeah, I wish, was this session...
Have a great
Dex, we just see a black screen.
Yeah, I do too. Let me unfull screen it, I think.
Just making sure.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, they ended it already, rip. Okay, fucking extremely satisfied. Where recording, please. He said that it was being recorded. Okay, now I have to check and see if... we'll put that up there. Okay. Now I have to check my email and see if the... Recorded. You will receive a certificate of attendance. Okay, I'm gonna fucking email these Amazon people and see if I can get the fucking recording, because I'm sure mine is trashed. Okay. AWS. There. Okay. AWS Cloud Practitioner. AWS Cloud Practitioner Essentials. Day recording. Okay, let me fucking email this guy. Recording of Cloud Practitioner Essentials Day. I noticed the meeting was recorded. Let me actually stop mine and then start it again. Can you send it, or is there a way to access? Would be helpful for studying. Fix it, Google. Copy, paste. Okay, nice. Good job, Google. Very impressive. Fucking window capture. Rip. Oh, you can't even see it. Fucking. Oh, it's because it's too huge. Don't mind me just leaking my whole ass email. The fucking.
Whoops.
It's Gemini in my fucking inbox, baby. Super, super good. Love it. Incredible. Okay, fine. Refine. Whatever. It's fine. Insert. For Cloud Practitioner Essentials Day. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, I'm gonna go make lunch. I will be back in a little bit, boys.
Sounds good.
Well, I just finished up in the uni.
Actually, on further consideration, I think I'm going to drop for a little bit, but I will be back in at 5 for the event. If you guys aren't aware of it, it's up there in that events thing. We're going to bust open Bard and see what we can manage.
Sounds good.
So if you're free... What?
You should see if Bard's new version is broken enough that you can convince it to hack another AI research lab.
I'm gonna see if I can get it to teach me to make fentanyl. That's my current plan.
Yeah,
Should be some fucking good shit. All right, later, boys. I'll see you in a little bit.